Hello, this is Andy, and this is my first video on wargaming figures. So please excuse any odd noises or interruptions. I'm going to use this as a practice to put this first of all on the internet, on YouTube, so don't expect anything professional. But these are Victrix figures, my first Victrix figures, and put together by a mate of mine called Bill. So he handed them over and I've painted them. Obviously I've got to finish the basing, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So there might be another video with them all nice and finished, but I just couldn't wait because it's a rainy day and I thought I'd take a break from cracking on really. They're good figures. Some of them are absolutely fantastic figures to paint. You know, they've got a good reputation online. Bill did some in some standing poses that I'm not too keen on, but as soon as he was doing it without much experience and basically helped a great deal to undercoat them, etc. So really do appreciate it. And it's actually not been a bad experience. I've been using the Foundry tricolour paints for the French blue, and it's really zoomed the experience along a bit. So yeah, they're quite nice, and should be finished shortly. In fact, I'm kind of toying with the idea of doing another battalion, and maybe the second battalion. And but I don't know whether to go Victrix or do Perry, because Perry's got some beautiful looking figures for these guys. Anyway, moving on a little bit, I've got some Swiss, or these are Perry plastics, and I've got to attach the standard. Let's get a bit more light on them. Again, you know, quite nice. Let's move them into the centre there. Quite nice figures. These are plastics mixed in with some metal ones. Which you can see, I think the two front ones here, the officers basically. Perry's do a fairly handy kind of officer pack. I think this guy's from Warlord Games. The Fanion guy here, he's kind of part of that Perry pack of officers and NCOs or something like that. But yeah, it should look nice. Get a flag on these guys, and a 24-man unit for black powder. I've actually got a regiment of these. These are the second regiment. Oh, they're the first. Can't remember. These are the first regiment, I think. Yellow facings. Sure, somebody will correct me. Anyway, I don't think they actually fought at Waterloo, so which is kind of the period that I'm getting into and enjoying. I am a born again wargamer. I hadn't bothered doing anything for about 15 years. I used to sell Second World War stuff, but that was a long time ago. But like most people, I think I was into this when I was younger, so I'm growing a collection. And today's conversation was about maybe getting into some Second World War. So what are a set of rules, battle group stuff, I think. And if I do carry on with the videos, there could be another one with some of that stuff on there. I've got this guy, which I've now painted up, and our basing. He's quite a nice guy. I've had a bit of problem with the Perry faces. I'm not the best at painting faces, to be honest. By the time I've painted like a 24-man unit or a 36-man unit, and maybe 2 or 3 of them in back to back, faces tend to suffer somewhat. So I need to get my technique reviewed and under control, I think, because yeah, I can do better. But nice figure. And there's this guy, can't remember who he is, again off the one of the Perry miniatures. What I'm noticing is this horse pose is repeated quite a few times. I think when I bought these, the horses that are on the website don't actually come along with the figures that you get, which is, you know, a little bit annoying because they look good. on the website, but it's for whatever reason. And as you can see, I mean, it looks nice. I mean, you know, it's not brilliant, but certainly looks good on the Wargames table once he's sorted. So that's it. I think the only other thing I'm going to put on here, because this is my latest batch of painting, is that I've had these Cuirassiers for a while. These are the plastics. You can see there, nice figure. Actually got this unit. I only did a 12-man unit. This is one that's been sitting around. There's a couple of them. Here's another one. Someday I must paint up more of these guys again and get a secondary. But I think for Cuirassiers and things like that, I'm going to stay away from plastics, because I think the time that you put into them, it justifies a bit more of the expense of metals. And speaking of metals, I'm working on these guys as King's German Legion. Let's get that into the picture. Oops, somehow get into focus. There you go. So this guy is a Warlord Games British officer. I've painted him a couple of times. You know, I've been hacking away through my Napoleonic collection. I'm trying to get to 4 infantry brigades, British and French. Starting to get there. Got a nice battlefield that I've managed to make downstairs myself, flat, but with a few features on it, and get some wargaming done. But this guy's just just a figure. He's going to end up in a King's German Legion kind of battalion, and then I don't know, front rank type guy. Just randomly picked up from that bunch over there. But this these figures, I mean, I love painting front rank. You just, you know, I mean, look at that musket. That is one beefy painting surface, and it just makes them so much easier to paint. You know, you're not straining your eyes at my age. I'm not 21, although I could tell you that, couldn't I? Because you haven't seen me yet, you lucky buggers. Yeah, this guy, he's they're fantastic figures to paint, and I'm getting less fussy about detail and things like that, and it's more about getting the massive figures done, getting a good looking unit together. He's going to just be a 24-man unit, 8 figures short. And I've made it up, like I say, with Warlord Games and what's that? Warlord Games and Front Rank. He's a standard bearer for Warlord Games. This guy, obviously, it's not a bad figure actually, and it's a slightly different pose for a standard bearer for the British. You know, you can see there's I've had a drill through his hand to allow a decent sized flagpole to go through it, and I'll be using the front rank flagpoles and for the British. Yeah, so you know, it's a nice figure. It's a shame they don't tell you on the website you've got to drill through the hands. That's the only thing I'm going to say about him, because this guy here, you know, it's fine. But if you don't have a drill, this is my opinion, you don't have a drill, you don't know you've got to do it. Only way to use this figure really is to drill through those hands, and to be honest, it's a pain in the ass. So yeah, it's not something that you know, if you don't know you've got to do it. If you haven't bought the figures, be prepared, because you've got to do that. Otherwise, you can't use it. Right, okay, so 9 minutes. Alright, it's a long enough video. It's my first video. I'm not really expecting anybody to log on and see this stuff. I'll be posting figures as I paint them. Don't know how frequently. I've got some Lancers back here. Might be the subject of another video. They are the Warlord game ones. Again, not necessarily my choice. I wanted to do some Perrys, but my mate Bill went and bought some plastics and gave them to me. Bill's just getting into wargaming, and yeah, he didn't put the commands in the unit, but all the same, I painted them up, and you know, for what we do, which is just a friendly bit of wargaming, It's more than enough. I might even do another unit of them, put the command in there, either make it a really big unit or just say part of the same regiment. I really don't know. Anyway, I hope you've liked seeing my figures. Like I say, when I grass them up and finish the basing, I might put another quick update on the internet showing them. Might include the Lancers this time. But I really do quite like these Imperial Guard figures. You know, they're a complete and utter overkill in black powder, especially as a large unit in anything like hand-to-hand and whatever. But I guess they were supposed to be the best that there are in the game. I just tend to stay away from power war gaming, so you know, if I do get another battalion of these, it'll be the last for that for quite a while, because they're like some sort of black powder machine gun on a Napoleonic battlefield, as far as I can see. And yeah. So anyway, have a nice time. Thanks for logging on if you did to see this, and take care. Bye.